So let's go over what we need first. Firstly, onions, the base of the stuffing that we're going to put inside the omelette. Where there's onions and eggs, there has to be tomatoes and chili. Chili, as usual, I've taken a lot, but you can even skip this if you want. Next, coming to cumin seeds, which I feel give a really nice underlying flavor. I've just taken about half a teaspoon and then a teaspoon of garam masala, my favorite Punjabi flavor. Next, coming to 3 beautiful whole eggs with the yolk. No yolk equals no flavor and no nutrition, baby. So let's start the cooking process with starting on the masala that we're going to stuff inside the omelette. So I've just taken a bit of ghee, super hot cast iron wok to give some of that amazing cast iron smoky flavor. And I've just dunked the onions and the tomatoes. Now I'm just putting a bit of salt just to get the onions to start sweating and lose their color. And after stirring for about a minute, I'm going to go in with the cumin seeds to give that awesome cumin flavor. I'm going to stir it a bit more, and towards the end of the cooking, I'm going to be putting some garam masala and some chili. Make sure you put in the garam masala only towards the end of the cooking. If you stir fry garam masala a lot, it tends to become bitter. And if you stir fry the chilies too much, they tend to lose all their spice and all their freshness. And we want that omelette to be fresh and spicy. Once we're done with the masala, I'm just going to take 3 whole eggs, break it like this, and make sure you get the yolk in there. Remember, yolk equals nutrition and yolk equals flavor. Even if you have a few extra calories with the yolk, it's worth it. So just season it with a bit of salt, a bit of pepper, and then just start whisking it up with a fork like this. Make sure you whisk it up well. Make sure you incorporate a lot of air into that egg, because the more air there is, the fluffier your omelette will be. So whisk it up really well. Okay, so you start the cooking process with pouring a generous amount of ghee on your non-stick pan. Now, I know I've taken a lot here, but that's for 2 reasons. 1, it's my bulk season and I'm trying to get all the calories I can get. And 2, because my non-stick pan isn't really non-stick anymore. But you can do this exact recipe with very little oil. Just about 1 teaspoon will do. Okay, so you keep heating the pan on a high flame until the oil loses its thickness and becomes thin. And that's when you lower the flame like this. At this point, you can go in with your egg wash. Now, when you pour the egg wash onto the pan, you should hear a sizzle. That's what you should be looking out for. And then you just let it sit on that low flame for about 2 minutes. So once it's been resting for about 2 minutes and the bottom of the omelette is relatively solid, you start spooning the masala like I'm doing here. You spoon it to one side, one half of the omelette, and then if you want, you can top it with cheese the way I'm doing here. Now it'll take it to the next level in terms of taste, but remember, cheese is high calorie. It's giving you a bit of protein, but primarily it's full of fat. So if you can afford the calories, definitely go for it. It takes it to the next level in terms of taste. So you let the omelette cook a little bit more until only the top surface of the omelette is runny. So the base will be solid like this, and this is the tricky part. Once the base is solid, you flip it very carefully like this. Even if it's not a symmetrical flip, it's okay. You can press it against the sides like this. The final step in the cooking process is to just cover the omelette like this and let it remain on a super low flame for about a minute or a minute and a half. This cooks away all the runniness, melts all the cheese, and combines all the flavor beautifully. You can serve this gorgeousness with some toast on the side, some sauce, and top it with a bit of coriander. And if you want to impress somebody, you can split it open like this and serve it restaurant style. This is just beautiful high protein gorgeousness.